Well, ran up against level 12 enemies. And I don't know what the fuck Cole was doing so far away for a moment there. I don't know what happened there.
Should we look around?
I'm not gonna mess with that right now. Not right now. Level 12. We're all still like level 10 and level 9. And we're still dying to like random battles that against enemies that are like only a couple of levels above us, so I'm not gonna mess with what's probably gonna be a tougher enemy. I'm gonna go to the camp first. Yeah, let's do that before I take on this rift. Might get my ass kicked.
Word for you.
What is it?
See for yourself, sir.
Wait, again? Didn't I just turned that in. Literally just turned that in. Okay, maybe that's just gonna be a thing that I can keep doing over and over again, just to farm for power, I guess. Literally just did that. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with that again.
the dead. Watch out for the wyvern in the hills. I'd take his hide if I were better with a bow.
There's a wyvern causing trouble.
It used to hunt in the mountains. Didn't bother anyone but the bandits. Lately, the beast got it in his head to come down here. It almost crippled Gauld's little boy. Best someone kill it. I hope I get my hands on the liver. It makes a poison that kills rats like nothing.
Do you farm out here?
The name's Judith. I farm and I mend things for the village and people passing through. I did a fair trade with traveling merchants before the undead started attacking. Not to mention that dragon.
But you still like living here, rooting where you dig. Your land and no one else's this time.
Well, that's... Aren't you a sharp-eyed one?
What do you know about the dragon?
She moved in a month ago. The guards tried to run her off, but she snapped one's head off and she flew away. Poor Hamold. At least it was quick. Since then, she's eaten 3 horses, 5 goats, and 2 cats.
If you're Judith, there's a man in the village concerned about you.
That must be Gould, fretful as ever. I'm glad he stayed in Crestwood. He's fast as you please with a loom, but terrible with a sword.
Until later.
Be safe.
Always liked lakes. Bet the fishing here was good. Before the Blight and the Fade Rift, anyway.
Reinforcements!
One less mage lover. contact with the Warden should be in that cave.
Glad you made it. I just got here myself. My contact with the Wardens should be at the back of the cave.
A group of wardens were protecting a villager from corpses out near Crestwood.
They were likely hunting my friend. I'm glad they didn't come looking for people to help in here. They might well be good men, but they've been given bad orders.
Let's go.
It's just us. I brought the Inquisitor.
Wait. You have a Grey Warden with you?
Warden Blackwall.
You're Blackwall? Duncan, my mentor, he spoke of you.
Duncan. Of course. Good man.
I'm Alistair. It's an honor to meet all of you. I wish it was someplace nicer.
You know, I don't think I ever saw the Dragon Age Inquisition version of Alistair, because he was just he was busy being King Kalen in my original playthrough, so yeah. Kinda looks like Cullen, actually.
Are you the Alistair who fought the Archdemon with the hero of Ferelden?
I need to change my name. Yes, that was me. War, betrayal, darkspawn, all lots of fun, and made for excellent stories, I'm sure. Nobody cares about that anymore. I answer to Warden Commander Clarel now. Like everyone else.
Definitely his voice.
I'll take all the help I can get. I know the Wardens have troubles of their own. I wonder, though, might those troubles have anything to do with Corypheus?
When Hawk killed Corypheus, the Wardens thought the matter resolved. But archdemons don't die from simple injury. I feared Corypheus might have the same power, so I started to investigate. I found hints, but no proof. And then, not long after, every warden in Orlais began to hear the calling.
You never told me.
It was a secret. A very dangerous one. I try to actually keep a few of my oaths to the Wardens.
Is the calling some sort of Grey Warden ritual?
Well, Wardens are tied to the Darkspawn. We're connected somehow. And eventually that connection poisons you. You get bad dreams, and then you start to hear the music. It calls to you, quiet at first. And then, so loud, you can't bear it. At that point, you say farewell, and go into the deep roads to die fighting. In death, sacrifice.
And every Grey Warden in Orlais is hearing that right now. They think they're dying.
Yes, I think Corypheus caused this somehow. If all the Wardens die, who will stop the next blight? That's what has them so terrified.
Thanks to the calling, Corypheus has them scared. And they're playing right into his hands.
Is the calling they're hearing real, or is Corypheus mimicking it somehow?
I have no idea. Before all this, I'd barely heard of Corypheus. I didn't even know he was supposed to be a magister until I started digging around. But right now, all that matters is the Wardens are acting like they're going to die.
You said all the Wardens are hearing the calling. Does that include you? And also you, Blackwall?
I was about to say.
Unfortunately, yes. When I'm talking or fighting, I can almost ignore it. But whenever things are quiet, I can hear it. Like a song you can't get out of your head. Damned annoying, frankly.
I do not fear the calling. And worrying about it only gives it power. Anything Corypheus does will only strengthen my resolve.
Good to know has zero effect on you.
How can Corypheus make all these wardens hear the calling?
I have no idea. I suppose it's part of what he is. Corypheus is tied to the Blight, and not just a product of it like most Darkspawn. Wardens are connected to the Darkspawn too. That's how he seems able to control wardens who get too close to him. And that's likely what he's doing here as well. Somehow.
So the wardens are making some last, desperate attack on the Darkspawn.
I saw what a Blight did to Ferelden. If wardens hadn't stopped it, there'd be no more Thedas. Warden Commander Clarel proposed some drastic things, blood magic and such, to prevent further blights before we die. I protested. Maybe too loudly. And Clarel sent guards and... well... here I am. Wardens were gathering here, in the western approach. It's an old Tevinter ritual tower. I'm going to investigate. I could use some help.
Let's go.
I heard what he said. Hopefully we'll find some answers in the western approach, though I fear what those answers will be. I've seen too much blood magic to ever trust where it leads.
We should get to that ritual tower in the western approach. Ideally before it lives up to its name.
You mentioned Warden Commander Clarel. Is she behind this?
She's the one who summoned me and the other wardens to Orlais when we started hearing the calling. I don't know her well. She's a mage. Smart, careful, determined. The sort of mage the Templars told me to keep a close watch over. Makes her the best kind of warden. Or at least I would have thought so. Maybe the Templars aren't wrong about everything.
Do you think she's helping Corypheus willingly, or was she duped?
Clarel would never serve something that looks like a Darkspawn willingly. I heard about an advisor of some kind. Maybe we'll learn more at the western approach.
Corypheus was held in a warden prison, right? So the wardens should know all about him.
You'd think the wardens would share information with each other, but they're really big on keeping secrets. Maybe they think some knowledge is too dangerous, I don't know. I only found out about Corypheus after I started digging for information. Even then, it wasn't much. For most wardens, he'd be nothing more than an old legend, dead long ago. If they knew of him at all.
Was the hero of Ferelden involved in all this?
I'm not sure. After we defeated the Archdemon, she was made Warden Commander of Ferelden. She disappeared some time ago. Not long before I started investigating rumors of Corypheus. She may have joined the Orlesian Wardens after I had to flee. If so, hopefully she'll be on our side, but I wouldn't count on it. When we fought the Archdemon, she did things that... She walks a dark path.
Oh, does she? Wasn't it you who sired a baby, a dark archdemon baby with Morrigan? Because I'm pretty sure I remember my Grey Warden. Well, first of all, yeah, she was a woman, so she couldn't do that with Morrigan. But also, no, she wasn't really. I don't remember her taking a dark path. Maybe that was all after, post Dragon Age Origins. So I didn't make any decisions about that. So I don't know what you're talking about, Alistair. It has been a while.
You were there, weren't you? You helped fight the Archdemon.
I'm going to be answering that question for the rest of my life. Yes, I was there. It was big. The hero of Ferelden was brave. But that was 10 years ago. What have you done for us lately, Alistair? New times. New problems.
And that is that signature Alistair humor that I've missed. I gotta say, yeah.
What's it like, being a warden?
Oh, it's wonderful. You get fresh peaches delivered every morning, first choice of local village girls, and bunnies too. Well, maybe it's not that. Not even close to that. I watched my brothers die at Ostagar soon after I joined. I never thought I'd see wardens kill themselves.
Why were the wardens trying to kill you?
When Clarel started talking blood magic and demons to deal with the calling, I said it wasn't a good idea. First, it was awkward silences, some coffee. But when I mentioned Corypheus, things really went wild. The warden mages said I was interfering. Called me a traitor. Funny how often that happens to me.
We'll talk later.
Alright, well then I guess back to Skyhold and off to the western approach.
Let's go.
Oh, what's this? Wait, can I clean up some quests here first before I go back? Right, let's go talk to Charter. Tell her about Butcher. Yeah, before I leave and never return to Crestwood. I'm probably gonna come back here. Maybe, we'll see. Keir Bronach. Think that's how you say that?
Well met, your worship.
I found Butcher's corpse by the South Road. Red Templars ambushed me afterward.
Only our highest operatives knew he was coming tonight. I must inform Sister Nightingale we have a traitor.
What's happening in Crestwood?
The dragon circling the lake looks hungrier than usual. Travelers on the road will be scarce until it's gone.
I should be going.
Farewell.
Yeah, I'll deal with that dragon later. Much, much later. End game later. I think I do remember fighting a bunch of dragons my first time playing this game all those years ago. But yeah, it's probably something that it's better off left until the end? Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, that's not a priority for this playthrough. This playthrough is just about making sure I get through the game before the Veilguard comes out. So, not going to be a completionist run at all. Not even close. So yeah. Right, let's just go back. Back to Skyhold.
has asserted itself.
Barrett, do you have anything to say?
Not much better.
Need something?
Doesn't look like it.
Carry on.
Nothing new. I guess because the only thing that we really did over there at Crestwood that ties into the main story is just find Alistair, so... Nope, that's not where I wanted to go. Not there. That's not the War Council. Not the War Room. This is the room. Josephine, you got anything new to say? Yes, she does.
And what else did Lady Forsythia say? That she'd rather drown herself than help the Inquisition. Anything else? She said she'd have us flogged alive if we allied with her brother.
That does sound like her.
Cheer up, Josie. We at least have her attention.
You always do find the brighter side of things. We are in the midst of cementing an alliance with Lady Forsythia of Nevada, your worship. It's become a somewhat delicate task.
Can I do anything to help negotiations?
Thank you, but I believe I have matters in hand. I dissuaded her from sending soldiers when she learned we'd struck an accord with a brother she's feuding with. Lady Forsythia simply employs a colorful manner of speech.
Do you always apologize for bloodthirsty nobles?
It's the usual showmanship expected from those in power, Inquisitor. Nothing more. But I confess I do miss my staff from the embassy in Antiva. It was always useful to discuss the day's visitors with them.
I have time if you'd like to review things with me.
I wouldn't wish to impose.
If it were imposing, I wouldn't have offered.
Well, I admit there are a few potential alliances it would be good to discuss. Right on the parlor floor, in front of everyone at the soiree. Who does such a thing in front of their guests?
The Duke of Kellington, apparently.
And then there's Cole's lurking. It frightens our guests half to death. Lord Gennard still won't respond to our letters. And Sarah, can she not find a single overshirt without mustard stains on it? Then there's Dorian. The man refuses to take anything seriously unless it suits its whim. Not to mention... Oh goodness. Have we been here an hour already?
How can you tell the time? You don't have clocks or watches here. Yeah, no. It's all good. Yeah, we're gonna ask. Is this a common thing for Josephine?
Is relaxing really this difficult for you?
Of course not. Well, occasionally. I didn't intend to go on for so long. You must think me quite the gossip.
I mean, I think being a gossip is actually very useful, considering her role as the diplomat for the Inquisition, so, yeah, no. Invaluable, yeah.
No one else here has your experience, Josephine. Or your stories.
I'll try to curtail their length next time. But I leave feeling less troubled than I have in weeks.
Yeah, we're cool with Josephine. There's a very important job of keeping the nobles that we have to interact with satisfied. And now I have to do this. Okay, no. I thought I was gonna have to go all the way down the tower. Still haven't quite made a complete mental map of Skyhold yet. Alright, let's go to the War Council. Let's scout the western approach. see if we can get that done. Although, let's see what the recommended level range is. Really have not been grinding at all. Just trying to mostly mainline the game, so we'll see if the recommended level range will be within reach. Because if not, then yeah, there's plenty of spots where we can
neglect our soldiers' training.
Can we neglect roads? Our allies cannot take the same route through the mountains we did.
This is the most like immediately useful thing I could get in combat for sure. I found that just trying out my strategy of not letting the AI do any of the abilities automatically and me having to manually use them all has made the combat quite the challenge, which is fine by me. I want to engage with it more, so yeah, that's probably going to be that. Don't care too much about resource acquisition. I don't really need any more stuff on my map. I don't want to be distracted. That's also very practical. You know what? Yeah, let's just go with that. Alright. Western approach. That's the one, okay. Wait, are there any reports? No, let's take these first. So many spots on this map. Are you actually gonna make an appearance in this game, Sebastian? 'Cause yeah. Don't really know since I didn't get Sebastian my first time playing Dragon Age 2. It was just this most recent replay where I actually got the DLC. Alright, okay. So many on the map. Alright, let's just do this so we get a specialization. Because this should be instant, yeah, alright.
Inquisitor?
Honora, yeah, asking for help, sure. Yeah, go ahead, help with this, Liliana.
Inquisitor.
Okay, you're the only one for this job. And it'll only take half an hour, sure.
At your service.
Alright, Cullen, what can we do with you? I don't know if that's going to be best suited for that task. Oh right, where is that fucking mayor? Yeah, let's go look for him. for justice.
All right.
Alright, that's everybody. Now let's see about this western approach. Okay, so the quest should show up in my journal. I'm not gonna go immediately. Let me just see first before I go there, so I know who would be the best people to bring for that. Blackwall might still be a good person just for the story connection, since he is a Grey Warden and all. Okay, cutscene. Okay. What are those people? They look mages. Oh, wait, no, that's probably the specialist thing.
Inquisitor.
Yeah. You gotta choose which one of these three will be my mentor for the thing. Commander Helene. You're not the third one, Thren. Vius Anaxus. Your trainer. How about I talk to my trainer first?
Hello? Yes, hello. I am your trainer.
Yes?
I am your trainer.
You said that.
Good, because it has been a long journey. The cause is just, and if we don't start soon, you won't have time to learn. I am your trainer.
You seem a little scattered.
It's nothing. I'm just a little fatigued. It's nothing. Thank you. I was charged with studying the breach and the subsequent rifts to discover how they affected traditional disciplines. I was enthralled. So were the 19 others, I presume. They're dead. They learnt the power, but couldn't wield it. Rift Mage Inquisitor. The forces are incredible. And with training, you will be incredible. I know how not to die, and I can teach it. It's incredible.
What is going on here?
You didn't mention your name.
I am your trainer.
That isn't a name.
It is what I am. I try very hard to remember that much. There is so much else to keep in mind. Understand, Inquisitor, that I have learnt it all very quickly, so you do not have to.
Is this some sort of like meta joke from the designers? Like, yeah, don't think too much about this. You just have a trainer.
The rifts were triggered by the breach. There's already a school of magic.
A school? No. Yes. Sort of. The holes in the veil flooded us with magic, and that can be used. It changed some rules, modified them, enough that the careless inverted themselves, old forces in new forms. Others will try, their results will vary, but you will have the best instruction. Because your trainer has already taken the risk. The price has been paid.
Who charged you with studying magic from the rifts?
The Mages Collective. I did not just say that. Yes, I did say it, and we're proud to help. We are nimble, we could move quickly and commit people to this rift magic. Many people. Their lives made it stable and safe. We're very proud.
Tell me why this would best suit me.
You are the Inquisitor.
And?
You deserve power that casts your enemies aside with the abandon of a creative force. Crushes them with your very will. That is the promise. Who better than you? You are the Inquisitor.
Let me just back out for a bit.
No, I can't commit yet.
Hold and declare, Inquisitor.
What do you mean?
I ask your intent. I was summoned to oversee training, and I would know my charge. I am your commander in this matter. Commander Helene.
Thank you for coming, Commander Helene.
Commander will suffice, recruit. I teach the skills of the Knight Enchanter. It is a rank. It is a life. Understanding its hierarchy is the first step. You already know this. You were not made Inquisitor and then taught to lead. I will teach you how to rise to your place. How to join your warriors, spectral blade in hand. How to command the ranks while standing beside them. Are you ready?
Commander is a title I associate with human forces.
Knight Enchanter has roots in Elven tradition, but it has utility in every tradition. There are no borders for the mage who wields a spectral blade. There is respect, and there is fear.
Who granted your rank? What forces have you served with?
I cannot say.
Then how do I know you're capable?
You know because I have told you, and I will teach you the same authority.
Tell me why this would best suit me.
I cannot. Only you know if you are fit to lead with more than maps. Do you have the mettle to raise a blade in grand melee? To have your presence make heroes of your charges? This is a path for leaders. You tell me if you are worthy.
I can't commit to this.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be doing that. It's like a melee blade. Yeah, it's like a magic knight kind of build. Yeah, I don't know. Not about that. Also, I'm not a fan of that person.
Inquisitor, I heard a tapping. My skills are required.
And you are?
Speaker Vius Anaxas. I have come from Navarra as a voice for the dead. Welcome them, and they will serve your cause.
Oh boy. And I thought this person wouldn't be a weirdo, but apparently what? Are you a necromancer? Is that it?
Excuse me? You speak for who?
The dead. Many assume that they have misheard. I am of the Mortalitasi. We tend to those who have passed and revere their lives by honoring them.
I remember that word, Mortalitasi.
When they are threatened, we give the bodies of the dead physical purpose once more. Necromancy, Inquisitor.
There you go.
The dead will serve for you.
Yeah, who was it that studied that? Who's I forget if this was actually in this game or if it was in Dragon Age 2. I already forget.
What is a Mortalitasi?
We are the caretakers of the Grand Necropolis of Navarra. For the treasured relative, we usher a spirit of the Fade into the void of their mortal form. It honors them both. But when enemies threaten the living, we turn death into a weapon of war, instead of merely the result.
You're saying you can bring the dead back to life?
Of course not. The souls of our departed cross the Fade to be with the Maker. The body is left empty.
Then, what is it that you do?
In the Grand Necropolis, we would usher in a displaced spirit of the Fade, eliminating imbalance. But this is war. Every battlefield has one thing in abundance: death. I turn the bodies of enemies into weapons against them. We do not manipulate the living. We make use of the dead.
You're a mage who manipulates life. How is this not blood magic?
Blood magic consumes life. It tears at the living to manipulate and destroy. It is a cancer among our kind. We honor life by venerating the dead. We give their mortal form purpose. In combat, perhaps only for a few moments, but that is still more than they had. More than opposing you normally allows.
Tell me why this would best suit me.
It is not for everyone, yet we all reach beyond life. You have already killed many out of necessity. To stop at death is wasteful. Death can make allies of enemies. Death can rend the battlefield. Death can terrify.
People will fear me.
Don't you want to terrify? Fear means there are fewer to fight next time. fear means lives are saved, if that is your concern.
Okay, like from a pure curiosity kind of standpoint for Alona, just speaking from like a role-playing perspective here, I think this would be the most interesting for her because it is just kind of a very unusual type of magic. Alright, this lady is dancing for us. Gosh, the AI in this game, like their pathing, their behavior is just so funny sometimes. Just walking awkwardly into random spots. Anyway, yeah, just from like a role-playing perspective, like I think that would be the thing that would make Alona here more the most curious. But still, keeping it from like a character perspective, though, I don't know if she'd be very comfortable about this kind of magic. Even though, as this guy has explained, it's not blood magic because you're not actually consuming life in the process. We're just using the dead bodies and compelling the spirits around that aren't actual spirits of the bodies that have died, like because those souls have crossed over to the other side, but spirits around, like I guess from the fade to take control of the body. So it's not actually blood magic, but I think also the fact that he said that, oh, don't you want to terrify your opponents, and I don't know if that's actually in character with Alona. So it's starting to feel like we're gonna have to go with the weirdo, your trainer mage over there. Although they haven't really specified what exactly they're gonna teach me, though. 'Cause, yeah, this guy is clear. Yeah, it's gonna be necromancy. The other person is gonna be like, I guess like a magic knight. There's like a term for it. I forget there's a term for it in Origins. But again, also, I don't think that is going to be a thing that Alona would be curious about, because it's pretty straightforward. Also, just for the play style that I have for this game so far, I don't know. I'm quite content with keeping Alona away from melee range. It's gonna be mostly a pure mage. So I would like to hope that selecting this doesn't make that decision for me yet, because I would like to know what exactly this is going to be.
Hello? Yes? I am waiting for you to complete.
Right, okay, Rift Mage.
If you do so,
alright.
you'll be a Rift Mage.
Yeah, let's make...
I know how not to die, and I can teach it. It's incredible.
Right, I guess, so it's mastering Rift Magic. You know what, I think that would actually be best suited for what Alona is doing. Yeah, I think that makes sense. It would also work from like a story perspective. Like, this is a thing that Alona would want to, gain mastery over and learn more about. So I think we'll go with this.
Very well. Show me how this should go.
It goes places you have been and some you have not. That is necessary. So the price is not paid twice. Follow the instruction and you will know the way. You'll understand the power. Then I'll show you more. After all, I am your trainer.
Acquire writing on Rift Magic. Oh, I guess I could just get all three for now, and then depending on which one I finish, that's the one that I'll get. They made this so much more complicated compared to the previous games where you just get the specialization. It's by talking to people or, yeah. Of course, more crafting, more resource gathering, because that's Dragon Age Inquisition for you. Yeah, maybe you don't actually just have to, like, choosing, like, you're not locked out of any of these, I guess. Let me see. Let me see if I can still...
I await the completion of the first of your orders. Only then can you learn to command.
I'm ready to learn what you know.
Then we will begin the simple steps, recruit. and we shall see what heights you reach. You have a task, a simple construction. Go, learn, and return. Soon you will lead from the front. Soon you will command.
Right, yeah, okay. It's the same deal. Might as well do it with this. Nope, not. Okay.
The spirits of those we have lost, or caused to be lost. Necromancy, Inquisitor. The dead.
I'm ready to learn what...
Then your journey begins as others end. The steps are small, but vital. There is instruction and veneration. Then you'll return. We shall see what this life holds for you.
Okay. Yeah, I was also thinking maybe talking to all three and getting their instructions will get rid of that quest in my quest log in my journal. So quest complete. Now I have 3. Yeah, Knight Enchanter. Nah, we're gonna go Way of the Rift Mage. Okay. Okay. Tomes from Venator, Gilanane's Grove. Hey, that's one of those elf gods. Halin Sulan and the Desolate Bank in the Exalted Plains. Where is Halin Sulan? Or if unavailable among the wares of the bookmark, so you can also just go to Valriel. And same thing for these 2 other ones. If you can't be arsed to look for these books, or if you can't find them, you can just go buy them, I guess. Ring Vel. Oh, but it's not enough that you get the quest specific resources like tomes, essences. You also need to get some crafting materials on top of that. That's just fun. Can't be straightforward. You have to make it a fetch quest too.
He's in the deal. He fights for the people.
What people?
People who need him.
That is so vague as to be meaningless.
Wait a minute, did I sell those spider ichor? Because they were valuable, so I thought you could just sell them. Apparently that was the... Whatever. I'm not gonna think about it. It's another one of those. Yeah, find these resources.
The horses. I forgot about the Ferelden horses.
What are you talking about? I ride a horse every time we go out into the world. What are you talking about? Alright, Blackwall, you got anything to say about this Grey Warden business?
I've been meaning to thank you. There are 100 things that need your attention. You didn't have to take the time to help me, and yet you did.
If the history you pursue benefits the Wardens, then it was worth it.
You've proven yourself to be an honorable woman. Principled. I've great admiration for you, and I've never been more certain in my decision to join you.
There will be opportunities for us to do even more in the future.
Then I look forward to it.
Varric's friend Hawk said there were suspicions of corruption in Grey Warden ranks. Do you know anything about that?
Corruption? What sort of corruption?
Corypheus. He's been known to influence the minds of Wardens.
That could very well explain why so many have disappeared.
Are you feeling alright? No voices or anything?
If I start hearing things, I promise you'll be the first to know.
Feels like I should have had this conversation before meeting Alistair, because Blackwall... Well, I guess he didn't really say... explicitly say that he was hearing stuff. All he did say that, Corypheus is calling, doesn't matter, we'll soldier on.
How much do you know about Corypheus?
Not much. I always thought the stories of magisters corrupting the Golden City were just that, stories. I didn't expect them to be true, and I certainly didn't expect to find one of them still alive.
Corypheus stopped being human a long time ago. Darkspawn don't have human lifespans, do they?
No, I suppose they don't. They're unnatural and sustained by evil. It's been thousands of years. You'd think the Wardens would have managed to kill the first Darkspawn by now.
Do you know if there are more Darkspawn like Corypheus?
I don't know. I'm not sure any Warden knows.
Don't the Grey Wardens know everything about Darkspawn?
You don't have to know how a Darkspawn came to be in order to kill it. We're soldiers, not historians. And the world would be better off if people focused on defeating evil rather than explaining how it came to be.
Yeah. Okay, that's how he is. Just all about action, getting things done instead of interrogating why people are doing the things they're doing.
What do you think of the Inquisition?
I think the entire world is looking over its shoulder, wondering if the Inquisition's watching.
What do you think of my advisors?
Josephine's lovely, and craftier than you'd expect. The Inquisition could not have picked a better ambassador.
What do you think of...
Liliana seems... nice. Also a little frightening, but mostly nice.
Does Liliana frighten you? Has she said anything to you?
No, she hasn't said anything. I'd just rather not offend her. I don't want to wake up with a blade in my kidneys if I can help it.
What?
Liliana seems... nice. Liliana seems...
Nothing for Cullen.
Nice. Also a little...
You must have some feelings about our friends.
Talked with Solus the other day. That man knows all there is to know about everything.
Wonder why that is, Another thing that I'm wondering is why can't I just do the thing where I can just ask about specific people, kind of like with Sarah? Why does it have to be like some sort of like random answer? Or maybe, let's see. Is it also going to be at Solus again?
Talked with Solus the other day.
Okay. Maybe because he doesn't actually talk with everybody. That's how we justify that.
Restoring order is a goal I support wholeheartedly. But that's not the end of it, is it? Not by a half. The Lady Seeker believes we are restoring the Chantry. Others say it needs reform. I don't know where you stand on the matter, and I'll admit I haven't made up my mind either.
We should return to our duties.
As you wish. You are, after all, in charge.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me. Almost forgot about that. Okay, So, Gillenaine's... Okay, let's go to the world map. I'll just show which areas I would need to go to find these items. Like, it doesn't just put a quest marker. I mean, I can see from the journal, like, yeah, I need to go to the Exalted Plains and Gillenaine's Grove. I don't know where that is, though. Oh well. Okay, whatever. I'm sure I'll find it. Let me see if anybody else has anything to say. Anything new. If I'm gonna be, you know, if I'll have cutscenes or something like that. Instead of just asking, hey, what's going on?
What's been going on?
Ambassador Montelier sent me a basket of flowers to thank me for my work with the Inquisition.
It's very sweet of her.
She's so lovely.
But yeah, I already knew that. She's a nice person.
The spiderwebs help stop the bleeding, and they prevent
Cassandra.
getting infected.
Okay, cutscene.
Something in particular you require?
I see I'm intruding. I'll be on my way.
No, wait. We saw so many Red Templars at the assault on Haven. Perhaps all that was left of the Order. What we didn't see was Lord Seeker Lucius. Indeed, I've seen no hint of any Seekers amongst the Red Templars, or anywhere. I have a growing suspicion Corypheus has imprisoned them.
Why imprisoned? He could just as easily have killed them.
Not easily. But yes, they may be dead. But the Seekers began this war against the mages. They cannot have simply vanished. There must be a trail we can follow, yet so far I have only discovered hints.
But they could have ended up just like the Red Templars.
Seekers do not use lyrium. I assume Corypheus gained control of the Templars by corrupting the lyrium they were already taking. To do the same to a Seeker, you'd have to force the lyrium upon him. That may be what happened, but it couldn't have begun that way. We're missing a piece of the puzzle, Inquisitor. I need to find it.
Finding them obviously means a lot to you.
I don't expect you to understand. I cannot even claim that rescuing them would be beneficial. They wouldn't look kindly on the Inquisition. But even so, if there's a chance...
I totally understand.
If we
You're
can
homies.
spare resources to follow up on these leads, Inquisitor, I would appreciate it.
Yeah, she's a loyal fellow, so... Loyal lady. Okay, just dump me right into the War Council. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Let me get some of those reports. So that I can move on to other operations. Can't be wasting time. Oh, another person that will have to judge and decide their fate, huh? The mayor.
If it was abandoned when we arrived, who named this place Skyhold?
Solus says it changed hands so many times, the original builders can't be traced. I read the House of Armitage once built a fortress in the vicinity 5 ages ago, but the records are lost.
I still don't remember who would actually be the best person to be the successor here. I guess it probably doesn't matter all that much.
I had no idea Lady Beverly was one of your people. You might have told me before I embarrassed myself.
But you know what? Sure, just do this, Cullen. It's fine. I'm sure it'll all be fine.
Let us begin.
Alright, done with that. Yeah, okay, let me just walk around and talk to everybody first. Well, see if everybody's got something new to say. Like with Cassandra right there. We just talked to Josephine, so... But we're not going to dig into the dialogue options. Well, let's see. I don't think any of this will be new. I've already talked to him about all this stuff.
What can you tell me about this?
I'm not exactly an expert, but ask away and I'll answer what I can.
No, yeah, we checked all this already. We'll see if there's gonna be like a cutscene or anything.
Well, how about that?
So yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave the next main quest where we go to the Western Approach for the next session. Hey, Solus, what's up? Oh, look at this dude, sipping his tea in his tiny cup, sitting back. Oh, he didn't like that.
Something wrong with your tea?
It is tea. I detest this stuff.
Why are you drinking it then?
This morning, I need to shake the dreams from my mind. I may also need a favor.
You just have to ask.
One of my oldest friends has been captured by mages, forced into slavery. I heard the cry for help as I slept.
You have friends? No, I'm gonna be. Yeah, of course. We'll rescue your friend, definitely. 'Cause, yeah, we're pursuing a romance with Solus.
I'd be happy to help. What did these mages use to capture your friend? Blood magic?
Always blood magic.
Summoning circle, I would imagine.
I'm sorry?
My friend is a spirit of wisdom. Unlike the spirits clamoring to enter our world through the rifts, it was dwelling quite happily in the Fade. It was summoned against its will, and wants my help to gain its freedom and return to the Fade.
Okay, so yeah, we're now taking requests from our crew. It's at that point of the game.
Do you have any idea what the mages want with your friend?
No. It knows a great deal of lore and history, but a mage could learn that simply by speaking to it in the Fade. It is possible that they seek information it does not wish to give, and intend to torture it.
I thought spirits wanted to find their way into this world.
Some do, certainly. Just as many Orlesian peasants wish they could journey to exotic Rivain. But not everyone wants to go to Rivain. My friend is an explorer, seeking lost wisdom and reflecting it. It would happily discuss philosophy with you, but it had no wish to come here physically.
All right, let's go get your friend.
Thank you. I got a sense of my friend's location before I awoke. I'll mark it on our map.
Okay. Spirit of Wisdom.
Hello.
All right.
We'll talk later.
Oh, is Colin gonna be here now? Is that exclamation mark, that quest marker will actually be right this time? Yeah, okay.
Inquisitor, I've found where the Red Templars come from. They're in full redoubt.
We had an operation there.
The Knights were fed red lyrium until they turned into monsters. Samson took over after their corruption was complete.
How do you know Samson?
He was a Templar in Kirkwall, until he was expelled from the Order. I knew he was an addict, but this... Red lyrium is nothing like the lyrium given by the Chantry. Its power comes with a terrible madness.
Samson's armor was glowing with the stuff. He'll go mad soon enough.
He seemed clear-eyed at Haven. Even so, the deluded commander is no less worrisome. The Red Templars still require lyrium. If we find their source, we can weaken them and their leader.
Where do we begin?
Caravans of red lyrium are being smuggled along trade roads. Investigating them could lead to where it's being mined. If you confront them, be wary. Anything connected to Samson will be well guarded.
Alright. Samson. Before the dawn, smuggler letters found. Emerald grades, okay. Yeah, these are areas that we haven't actually been to yet, because the story hasn't directed us to go there. But yeah, doing these quests for the Inner Circle will eventually point us to that direction. Alright, Vivian, Dorian, Liliana. Still need to speak to y'all. And there's also Cole, Sarah, Iron Bull. Lots of people to talk to.
You made Alexius tranquil. I wish you'd just killed him. He was a decent man once. He deserved to keep his dignity.
Sorry about that.
If I don't run into him, that would be more than I could handle.
Right, yeah. I haven't talked to him since.
As you wish.
And it'd be very funny if I initiate conversation with him again and it leads to a cutscene where he's like begging me to help him out.
So I take it you're Dalish? Is that the correct word here?
Yes, that's right.
We don't have Dalish clans coming northward, for obvious reasons. So I've never met one of your people before, although I've heard about them. Little. I hope this won't be an issue between us. I am here to help you deal with the Venatori, after all.
And I appreciate your help, Dorian.
Excellent. Mutual appreciation is a grand way to begin.
Appreciation?
I should go.
Try not to kill anyone without me.
Yeah, let's make him tranquil instead. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. That's just a one-time thing because Alexius is a special kind of terrible. With the whole time travel shenanigans that could have ended the world, so...
The warden you brought to Skyhold, his name is Alistair?
Oh, is he here?
Yes. Didn't you meet him?
No, there's no point in that now. He seems a good man.
Yeah, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt, considering his past endeavors, you know. Helping out the hero of Ferelden and ending the Fifth Blight, so... Seems like a good man. And he has, you know, his wits about him. About, what's been happening with the Grey Wardens. He's been very forthcoming about it, so...
That's true. He does.
It's not important. I'm simply musing on the clever tricks the Maker plays.
Right, because yeah, she used to be a Grey Warden, right.
I'll leave you to it.
Inquisitor.
What is your evaluation of how we're doing?
Adequate. Based on the partial improvements to Skyhold.
As you were?
Yes, Inquisitor.
I'm listening. Anything I should know?
I've agents stationed by the ruins of Haven, should Corypheus or his lackeys return. So far nothing, and the breach has been quiet for some time. There is something at least.
I'll leave you to your work.
Okay, so Alistair is here at Skyhold. Is he gonna be on the map? Oh, that's the mayor, probably from Crestwood. Okay, well, it doesn't look like Alistair is shown on the map. He could still be here, but I'm gonna have to look for him manually, I think. Alright, Vivian. How do I get to Vivian again from over here? To go down. I think I have to go the long way. I don't think there's a quick way to get... No, right here. Okay. You got anything you say, or are you still gonna be talking about how the mages need to be kept in line?
Yes, my dear.
Okay, nothing new. Yeah, I don't think she'll be saying anything new if I don't take her up on her offer to help the circle, which I don't think I did back in my first playthrough either. So she's been mostly kind of an enigma to me because I've just not gone down that route in any of my playthroughs of Dragon Age. Always been supportive of the mages, so maybe someday in another 10 years or so when I replay the entire series again and with the Veilguard in mind, I'll do a whole run through of the series supporting the Templars instead. Just being a complete ass to mages. Or maybe just, you know, be more measured about it. Yeah, we already talked to Cassandra. She gave us that quest. Sarah, Iron Bull, should be over here. No. Where is Sarah? Oh, I think she's on the second floor?
Can I help you?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Nice talking.
Alright. Yeah, nice talking to you too.
Right. That's
Inquisitor, it was amazing. Sorry, slow down. Your quartermaster outfitted me, and I got trained to hunt the bandits near my home, in your name. I hired Voth here. Don't tell anyone, but he's a mage. A good one, though. Thank you for trusting me, your worship. I'll pay you back, I swear.
Oh right, this is the... Yeah, we did an operation for this guy.
Keep with the training. We'll need every hand.
Yes. Yes, your worship. We'll do just that. Won't we, Voth? He doesn't speak, but he's thankful too.
Inquisitor.
Well, let me know if you find one.
Okay, Cole is here. Where's Sarah? Maybe she's outside.
Roderick was sorry before he died.
Who? Wait.
Did he tell you why he was sorry?
Blood everywhere. Monsters, madness, dying. We're all dying. The Herald stands against it, and heads turn. Desperate and simple. Pure. Voices in the chantry. Years since I'd sung the song and felt it flowing through me. But this is real. This is real. So long since I'd felt it. Falling, flying, faith. And I fought her. Maker, forgive me. I hope I did enough.
I've already forgotten who this Roderick person is. Oh, you got stuff here. Yeah.
He hates it all because of the darkness behind the door. Some doors should stay shut.
Oh, this is gonna be a whole thing.
I've heard about some oddities here in the keep. Was that you?
Yes. Maybe. What was it?
Remember this, and I think I also overheard people talking about this. I don't know about this one though, but I guess it's on the table. He must have done it.
Someone is leaving peeled plums on the windowsill. It's attracting flies.
Spiders need to eat.
And healers need something to treat infected wounds. Like spiderwebs.
The plums are already dead. They don't mind helping.
Can I assume you're responsible for the turnips that have shown up in the fireplaces?
They don't smell the same raw.
Okay. I guess I don't know anything about that.
Let's talk about something else.
All right.
The servants are having trouble remembering someone found a barrel full of misplaced daggers. Was that you?
They were safer there.
No, it's fine. It's harmless.
Let's...
All right.
I'd like to talk about what happened to you before we met.
Before you, Rhys was my friend. He showed me I was wrong to kill the mages. I thought I was helping them. Then he and Evangeline went to Adamant, and I went with them. I was worried Evangeline would hurt Rhys. We found out dangerous things. It scared Seeker Lambert, and he scared the mages. It started the rebellion. Seeker Lambert told me what I was. Reese couldn't look at me. I ran until I found more Templars. That's all.
What was the Spire like when the Mage Rebellion started?
Dead and dying, begging and bloody. Some wanted freedom, some peace, some war. Some wanted it all to stop. Evangeline was a Templar, but she helped Reese help the others. She set them free. Adrian was a mage, but she killed mages to force the fight. She wanted blood.
It's always the mages, right?
She wanted to help, to stop people hurting. Maybe that's why he saw me.
It's always the mages doing things to their fellow mages, endangering their fellow mages, and the Templars are trying to keep things in order.
What did you mean when you said you killed mages?
Some of the mages at the Spire wanted to die. Too sad, too scared, too much. I didn't know what I was. A ghost, I thought. Fading in the fade. When I came to them, they could see me. I used the knife to set them free. When Reese found out, he made me stop, made me understand. There were other ways to help. I didn't know.
It sounds like you didn't know what you were doing.
No, I killed people. I knew. I just thought I had to. They were hurting, helpless, haunted. It was all I could do. It was wrong. I was wrong. If I start again, you or Cassandra or Cullen need to kill me.
Wow, that is pretty drastic, huh?
What can you tell me about Reese?
He was a mage. He saw me when most couldn't, and he remembered. He helped me, and I watched over him. I worried Evangeline would hurt him. She was a Templar, but she didn't like hurting people. When I left, she stayed. Now she watches over him. They should have been with the rebels. Maybe they ran away together instead. Neither of them like killing.
If you like, I could use the resources of the Inquisition to locate your friend.
No. If they are alive and safe, they should stay away. The last time he saw me, he didn't want to look at me. He saw a monster. Let him forget.
What can you tell me about Adamant Fortress?
It is old, full of sadness and pain. It should be torn down. The veil is thin. We found a demon there. It had touched a man and made him real again. It scared Reese and Evangeline. The man wasn't supposed to be real. Then the demon found us. It put me back in the cupboard on the bad day. Reese and Evangeline saved me.
You said Seeker Lambert told you what you were.
I'm hiding Reese from him, but he chants words and sees. I won't let you hurt Reese. My nose explodes, a shower of blood. Just another parasite that's wormed its way into our world, feeding off all the things you can't have. What we found at Adamant made him angry. We were the first rock rolling at the top of a mountain. He had to stop us. He killed so many. He didn't care. Cold, corrupt. So I came and killed him.
If you hated Seeker Lambert, why go to the Seeker Fortress?
Because he was right. I was a demon. I saw demons at Adamant. They put people in the dark, in the old hurts. I didn't want to be that. I heard the old songs of the Templars at Val Royeaux and followed them. If I forgot, fought, fell to felling, Templars would kill the demon. I wouldn't hurt anyone again.
Okay, yeah, that's some weird cryptic shit about the things he was up to before he joined us, and yeah. He's a spirit, so the oddity makes sense. He's not a human. So why does it show Sarah being in the tavern, but can't seem to find her there? Is it gonna be kind of the same thing with Cullen? A couple of sessions. Nope, nope. There he is. Oh, because this is her room. Right. I think this is the first time I've seen her here. She was outside before.
Of course.
Hey you, I have an Inquisitor favor to ask. Just a little thing really. A little march around for some of your people. It's nothing for you, right?
I won't agree to anything without details.
Smart of you. I wouldn't dream of wasting your super important time. It's a Red Jenny thing. I got a tip that some noble stiffs are arguing over Verschelle. Land squabbles.
They're getting little people beat up. So I need you to go to your big table and send some people to walk through town.
Just walk through?
Just walk through. Easy, right?
Was this a tip from one of your friends?
Not a Jenny. Just normal angry people getting sick of being in the middle. I don't usually hear about things this far away. But having a friend like you is like getting really big ears. Bigger than normal, I guess, because we both... Never mind.
Who's asking for this?
I'm asking, because I heard people complaining. See, when nobles fight, it's not them. It's their little people stuck in the middle. It's like a polite war, so no one pays attention. But if you march through, the people up top feel threatened too. Stuff like this is always happening. Good sovereigns to be made if you're one of the few who notice.
What does the Inquisition get out of this?
Nobles think everyone is out to get them. So when your helmets march through, both sides will think the other's your ally. Both get scared, both make deals. Worst case, you get a little bump among the people just because they see you active. Can't promise anything, but something will happen. Just like always.
You know what? Sure, yeah, everybody wins. You know, I was actually gonna help either way, even if there wasn't gonna be a reward, because you're always gonna be looking out for the little people, right? But yeah, now that we can also get some support from those nobles, sure, why not?
Alright, Sarah.
Everybody wins.
It's fun, right? Being important without doing a thing. Well, not much of a thing. Not everything has to be torn skies and ancient arseholes. Every little thing makes a difference somewhere.
Agreed.
Something you want?
Are things playing out the way you expected?
Cassandra laid it out, right? You're the big... Train's nice, I suppose.
I'll be back.
Go on.
Right, I don't think anybody will be saying anything meaningful about the main path until we do more. Because, yeah, last time I was just talking to Alistair, that's it. Alright, so there's like a bunch of things now added to the journal. Things for our companions and all the other areas that I haven't actually been to yet. The specialist stuff, operations. Yeah, let's go check back at the war table because I'm pretty sure, well, not pretty sure, but maybe there's some things that have already been done at this point. Not all of them are like 3 hours long. Let me just check. And I think I'll end this session by judging the mayor. Another session to close off with deciding somebody's fate. We'll see how he'll present his case, because yeah, what he did do was pretty fucking scummy. So again, justice needs to be served. So we'll see. I think people are still busy, yeah. I think... Yeah. I wish there were a way to...
It's a bit cold in here.
See how, like, the things that people are doing without having to mouse over.
Everything scattering whenever there's a draft.
Having to mouse over to the specific task, these operations. just put it in the UI, like on the top left, like, oh yeah, Josephine's operation is still going, instead of having to look for it here. Okay, nothing to do right now. Yeah, I'm gonna call it this session. Did some stuff back in Crestwood, and met Alistair for the first time as the Inquisitor here in Dragon Age Inquisition. Should be interesting to see how his role plays out in this upcoming mission. Because yeah, I don't remember having him. Yeah, because yeah, I didn't, because in my first playthrough of Dragon Age Inquisition, through the series, Alistair was king, so he wasn't doing anything with the Grey Wardens at all. So maybe there was a different representative. Oh right, let's deal with the mayor, and then it'll end after this.
Mayor Gregory Dedrick of Crestwood is present for betraying his own constituents. He confesses that, 10 years ago, he flooded Old Crestwood to kill refugees and villagers touched by the Blight. The mayor claims it was to spare the rest of Crestwood, but we only have his word. If the mayor has anything to say in his defense, let him speak.
There's no cure for the Blight. But I couldn't convince anyone to leave a sick child or husband behind.
So you herded the infected into one place and flooded Old Crestwood. Were no innocents caught in the waters?
Nearly everyone in the village had the Blight. I swear it. Have mercy. I couldn't tell the survivors I'd drowned their own families to save them. I couldn't.
Acquired for Elder Throne. Most appropriate time for that to show up. Alright, so let's think about the situation. What he did, like, just looking at it purely, like, I didn't really spend that much time over there at Crestwood to really talk about, like, to dig into the whole situation. So this is all just like the most basic information coming to me right now. So yeah, from his position, a very utilitarian sense again. It's like taking such drastic action to save the rest of the village. Was it necessary though? And the consequences of that was like, yeah, lots of people dying, innocents, people not knowing about their loved ones dying, a rift opening up there and causing a lot more trouble for the village, the place. Although I guess the rift's only opened up recently, but yeah, that still led to the undead rising, because there wouldn't be undead there if he hadn't done that before. So still, yeah, I don't know if it was completely justified what he did though. So, yeah, he still ended up killing people like for the greater good, but still didn't like he made this decision without letting anybody else know. He thought that he was the only one who could make it, and he had to make the tough decision by himself without getting anybody else's consent though. Again, and also he made he had did he make it an excuse for it? Well, he didn't say that he was the one who did it. Like, he covered that up. So that's pretty scummy. So yeah, I don't know. Well, we're not gonna kill him though, because I can't see from, to be merciful about this. Yeah, there is a logic to his actions that is like well intentioned, but yeah, still is deserving of some form of punishment. 'Cause yeah, he killed innocent people, and he wasn't honest about it. And it also contributed to the current, well, I guess not current, because we already solved the problem, but still, yeah, the problem over at Crestwood with undead popping up and killing other people. So, consequences to his actions that need to be punished. Yeah, maybe Ferelden can lock him up. I don't know. Well, does that also mean exile? Well, where are we? God, the geography of the place. Exile, I guess. This is the most merciful one. Yeah, I guess we just lock him up. This might be too him getting off too easy. Like, is what he did drowning all those villagers to save the ones that weren't infected? Could that be seen as a good thing? Like, did he save people by doing that? Sacrifice others? Like, I don't think he'll be a danger to people. So, like, locking him up isn't, like, necessary from, like, a safety perspective. Like, you would lock up, you know, killers, people who would do harm. Like, in the context of the game. But, yeah, maybe we can exile him. And I think as a Dalish, maybe that would be another punishment that I think Alona would find appropriate. Taking him out of his clan is a dire enough punishment. And he would have to, you know, fend for himself, have nobody that he can have authority over to make such kinds of decisions. But he still gets his freedom. Yeah, maybe we'll be merciful for this one. Because it is well intentioned. But then again, he did try to escape though. he instead of like we had to hunt him down for him to face justice. If he had, you know, just turned himself in, maybe we would have been more merciful about it. But no, we had to go do conduct an operation just to find him. Like, he ran the moment when we got to the, you know, the dam controls, because he knew he was gonna get found out, and he wasn't willing to face the consequences. So maybe we lock him up. Maybe we lock him up anyway, because yeah, this is getting off too easy. Because he did kill people. That's what he did. So yeah, maybe we do lock him up. That's his punishment for trying to escape justice.
You committed murder on Ferelden's soil. Let them deal with your punishment. Send him to Denerim. He can live the rest of his life behind their bars.
In prison? Maker. I should have drowned with them.
Really? He would have preferred to have just died instead. Okay. Well, there you go. That's the big decision for this session. That's justice. All right. Call it here. And then next session, we'll go to the Western Approach with Alistair. Find out what we can do about the Grey Wardens. Because, yeah, that's like the next main thing. I guess I'll just stumble onto these tomes. Eventually, maybe I'll just buy them in Valrio if I don't feel like having to track them down. And also, well, the Ring Velvet stuff though, yeah, I'd have to find that. There's no avoiding that. I can't just buy that. I think maybe there'll be merchants that sell resources. I think there are. There were merchants in Dragon Age 2 and Origins that sold materials like that. Might have to spend a pretty penny for that though. We'll see. But yeah, we'll meet Hawke and Alistair in the Western Approach, so that we can figure out what's going on here. Again, not at all a completionist playthrough. If I weren't pressed for time, maybe I would spend the time going through each of these areas and doing everything. But yeah, we are on a strict timer here, so I have been spending a lot of time playing the game, so we were making good time. So it depends on how much, like how quickly we get to the end game here. Like if I get to the end game and I still have, like, I don't know, a week before Veilguard comes out, maybe I'll spend some time doing some of this other the optional stuff in these different areas. Well, that also I'm also having to account for the Trespasser DLC, because I definitely am gonna do that before I finish the game. Well, I guess that is like that takes place after the last quest in the base game, so I guess we'll see. I'll see if I spend any time doing optional stuff. I guess I would need to do these other things, these other tasks for the inner circle, like open world stuff. Yeah, tracking down these items and these people. So yeah, I guess, like, can't be completely avoided, and it's something that I need to do to get power anyway, because yeah, that's how they gauge you in this game from making progress in the main path. But yeah, anyway, that's gonna be it for this session. Should be back tomorrow around the same time, or actually, you know what, depending on depends on, I might actually be back later. We'll see how I feel. Might be back later in like an hour if I feel like playing some more. But yeah, it's gonna be it for this session. Alright, that's it.